What's up? Welcome back. It's Rex with Rex Collects, and today I'm going to be opening a whole box of 2021 Panini Prizm Basketball trading cards. There's 24 packs, and let's see, you can get Pulsar Prisms, and if you are interested in all of the contents and what I could pull, just pause it, read that, and push forward. So, yes, I'm going to pronounce names wrong. I don't know a lot of basketball players, and I'll probably mess up a couple times. So cool. Pushing forward. I got this box at GameStop, and I know a lot of people, oh my gosh, GameStop, they're overpriced and whatever. Okay, cool. And I've seen a lot of stuff. Oh, well, why would you buy the whole box? I just focus on singles. Like, that's fine. If you want to invest or if you want to collect that way, that's perfectly fine. But you also got to remember, if people like me didn't rip boxes, you wouldn't be able to buy singles. So this is what I do, right? And I also got motivated enough to start ripping packs because I enjoyed watching others while I couldn't afford it. So I'm just trying to give back. Let's make this hobby a little more peaceful. Regardless, I think it's what four cards per pack. Let's get this going. Might take a little bit. First pack, 2021. I know I looked it up, but I can't even remember the main cards to go after. But I'd prefer that so that I don't get disappointed when I don't get a specific player or card. These are actually pretty nice. I always like Prizm cards. Oh, this is awesome. NBA logo. Okay. I don't know how special this is, but I will take it. Sweet. That was a good first pack magic. I don't know. Rajon Rondo, Clippers. I already said it in the beginning. I will probably mispronounce names, but this is actually a pretty sick card. All right. I think that's the first logo card I've ever pulled throughout all the sports cards that I've pulled. And I forgot to mention, for those of you that have been here since the beginning of my channel with Pokemon and Magic. All right, starting off with a rookie, Herbert Jones. And this is upside down. Oh, okay, never mind. These are just the parallels. I got a little too excited, huh? They're nice, though. Okay. I'm taking those parallels. And it's rookie. Sweet. Another one that goes in the... Well, you know what? Well, no, because it's a rookie. I'm going to put it in a sleeve. But like I said before, if you subscribed to my channel a long time ago from the beginning, I really messed with a lot of Pokemon and Magic because it seemed really cool as far as the art goes, right? Well, now I'm at the point... This might be a different variant. Regardless, now the market for Pokemon and Magic is just so ridiculous. I was going to get into the Final Fantasy set because I'm a huge gamer. My wife loves Final Fantasy, but it just, the way the prices are, I would rather test my luck on pulling a, wow, I left a big old thumbprint on that one, an awesome rookie card, Zion Williams, then hoping that, was that Thaddeus Young for the Bulls? Kevin Durant. Green. I was gonna say the market for Pokemon and Magic is just ridiculous. Bottom line, I don't plan on investing anything in them for a while until I get a little more liquid money, because the loss. So I don't play Pokemon or Magic, right? So then the loss in those packs are just, it's just too much. All right, another rookie. You can judge me for that as well. That's fine. Most of you don't know me. All right. Instant Impact. These ones actually look pretty sick. I opened up what a Moses Brown. I opened up a, what is it, a a hanger box, and the instant impacts, they look nice, but I like these a little more. I know certain cards make it easier by, like, you know, changing the color right here, the colors of the letters, like of the newer instant impacts. But I would rather have a full color and then be able to say, okay, the words are a different color, so therefore it is a variant, instead of, well, now the bottom right hand corner isn't blue, so it's not a blue variant. Come on, cover the whole card. That's another reason why I liked Pokemon and Magic, is, like I said before, the art. It is somebody actually drawing the cards, and I love that. I support that kind of stuff. The rookie, Miles McBride for the Knicks. Marcus Smart. This is pretty nice. Oh, it's one of the 75th anniversaries, right? Steph Curry. We'll end on Isaiah. Let's look at the back of that. That's pretty nice. I definitely wasn't into basketball, or at least ripping basketball, when these came out, because I actually really like this, this logo. Or the card, the 75th anniversary. Red, white, and blue. Happy 4th of July for any of those out there that are watching YouTube on this holiday. Stay safe. Keep all your fingers. All right, Naz Reid. Robin Lopez. Derrick Rose. Oh man, that's pretty sick. Guess what's on that? Orange parallels. I don't know which one it is, but I like it. Brook Lopez. I really like the Prizm cards. Probably because I grew up in the 80s and anything shiny caught our attention. Like comic book covers and stuff like that. But that's why I got back into collecting too, not only because I got back into baseball, but these cards are actually pretty cool. I don't care what anybody says. You know, honestly, I can't say that because Don Russ is hit or miss for me. Kyrie Irving, Jason Kidd, Trae Young, silver. All right. And yes, I clean the cards afterwards if I put a fingerprint on there. I'm not too scared about you ruined the card. No, we'll be all right. If a fingerprint ruins a card, then the hobby is way worse off than we think. All right, rookie, Kessler Edwards, James Harden, Derrick Rose, silver, Josh Jackson. Pretty nice. I don't even know what pack I'm on. These are very easy to blow through. Surprised I'm not having a harder time opening them. I usually overthink it and rip the pack and, you know, look like I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube, but for the most part I don't. Rookie, Danny Green. Another instant impact, Quentin Grimes. And that's just a regular parallel. All right. Rookie instant impact. It has to go in a sleeve. And as far as values, like I said before when I started, I don't really know which cards are huge. I don't want to oversell anything when I'm opening packs just for clicks. So I usually look at the prices in the market and stuff afterwards. That's a big part of the hobby that I love doing, is just scanning, or not scanning stuff, but looking for stuff. Gary Payton. I am not gonna pronounce his name, but he plays for Chicago. Oh, Cleveland. I said Chicago. I was there. Whoa. Karl Malone. Sorry about the glare. Don Brooks. All right. It's kind of cool card. Come on, sleeve. But yeah, I usually put them together, rookies, parallels, stuff like that, and I just go look them up on the market. And once again, it's like, oh, he's gonna sell him, and he's such a disgrace to the hobby. Well, guess what? Back in the day, and I've said this on a couple of people's YouTube channels, that people throwing a fit. Well, we used to have to get the card, Patrick Ewing. Oh, okay. All right. Chicago Bulls. Emergent. Joshua Primo. All right. Chris Lever. Yep, I already forgot what I was saying, so whatever. Oh, the values. I usually just sit on my couch and look through them. And that's where, geez, man, I'm so unfocused right now. You just have to look through a book, just like the phone book, right? If I had that card back in the day, that Nolan Ryan, and I wanted to know the value, then I had to get a book, look it up, and see what the value was. So for anybody thinking that the hobby has changed, no, it's just another way of doing the same exact thing. Josh Giddey. I can't remember if he's the one that in the middle of the season broke a bunch of records. I can't remember. Oh, this is pretty sick. Dominance. Donovan Mitchell. Okay, Booker. I'm guessing there's a green parallel version. Not numbered. I just don't think it's necessary for me to get excited on screen hoping that people will watch more, because my thumbnails aren't as exciting, and clickbait and all that crap. It's just cool. Half the time I get that excited off camera, because once you figure out some of the values of these cards, you lose your mind. Guy Williams. Yes, I said his name fast, so I didn't sound like I messed it up. Jason Tatum. There we go. Brandon Boston Jr., Clippers, rookie orange. Nice. See that. Okay. Isn't that thing, right? I've seen a lot of people talk, oh, you got your gloves on and it's going to ruin the card. Well, sometimes it really doesn't matter, right? This card could be perfect, except for, can you see that little dent in the back of the card right there? Regardless of your fingerprints, there's a chance that this would get a hit anyways, grading, because of that. So no matter how pack fresh something is, it's going to take a little more to get a 10. Yeah, I hope a lot of people understand that. But yeah, so when I'm open these and I touch them with my finger, dude, the marks on the card could make it an 8, regardless of if I just wash my hands or not. The corners, there's so many things that goes into it, right? Rasheed Wallace. Bobby Porter. Dominance, LeBron James. Kyle Kuzma? Another topic, or another thing I hate, or get frustrated about. Hate is a too strong of a word because it really doesn't affect me. Lonzo Ball. Seth Curry. Woo, I almost misspoke. Silver. Is it Kobe White? Is that what it is? Okay. Oh, of course I did that. Whatever. What was I going to say? There was another topic that people complain about as far as cards. There's a lot of things to complain about. Jalen Suggs, rookie. I wish I could remember what I was going to say. Oh, looks like I got something behind this. Oh, another silver. Gafford. I wonder if the value on the silvers this year weren't as high, considering the fact that I've gotten a lot of silvers. I think they're usually more rare nowadays. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. I think it's not knowing the players or the sport when you're ripping packs. I wasn't asked when I bought these if I was an NBA fan. So I don't know why people freak out about that stuff. I think it was a little more emergent. Dayron Sharp. But it was a little worse when I was doing Pokemon and Magic. It's like, oh, you don't even play. Like, why would you? You don't even care about. Well, I already stated that. It's for the art. On top of that, I played years ago. So just because I stopped playing doesn't mean that I'm not a fan or that I'm not allowed to touch the cards. I mean, we should probably get over that at this point. You don't even like basketball. I also don't like being outside or waking up early, but I had to do that, didn't I? Global Reach. These are pretty cool, just kind of hitting on. I think this is a... Born or the father. Okay, yeah. Usually. Global Reach stuff is usually like, what is it? Players that come from out of the United States to get into the NBA. I love following that. Yes, we have amazing players in the NBA, but I think it's, to me, it's a little more gutsy to go to a different country where it's quote-unquote their sport and you thrive in it. I think that takes a lot of guts and it takes a lot of perseverance, in my opinion. Franz Wagner. Milton, okay. Anthony Davis, another dominance. This was not his rookie year, right? I gotta double check that. Oh, crap, of course. Oh, well. We'll be all right. All right, looks like we have maybe 4 packs left. I don't know. These are very thin. I haven't got any other of those blue parallel with the NBA logo, so maybe they're not as common as I thought. I don't know. Leave a comment if you know and tell me what I did wrong. And I will thank you for that. Anthony Davis. This is actually pretty cool. Okay. I like this a lot. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that looked like I said something about 2012. Either way, this is an awesome card. Probably not going to be worth a lot, but whatever. I like it. Oh, no. See that on the surface? That is not because I didn't have gloves on. Oh, wait, that's a part of the card. Okay, never mind. Forget that. All right. Well, that's actually a pretty sick It's a basketball card. Back to what I was talking about as far as knowing the NBA. No, I do not know the current NBA players. Not a lot of them, at least. But I did grow up in Denver watching. Oh man, James. But yeah, James. I don't know about his last name, but another emergent rookie. But I grew up watching the Nuggets back in the day with Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, or aka Chris Jackson, depending on how long you were watching. So I watched years ago, and I just sometimes when you focus on your career, so 3 more packs, you fall out of sorts with certain things. I wish I paid more attention to baseball the whole time, but I fell out of that too. Sandro, long last name, rookie card. And another silver. Magic Johnson. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's see. What is that? Is that from another card? Well, sweet. It's very interesting. I guess a legit error? I don't know. That I would never sell for a premium because I don't care about that. There's not a period after his last name in between junior and whatever. Like, come on, man. That doesn't make it an error card, in my opinion. Now, if it's like the wrong hometown or the wrong name on the back, like some of those, I think, late 80s cards where JT Thor, I'm sorry. Where like they literally have a different back for a different card. To me, that's a legitimate error. This everyday stuff that everybody's trying to make everything special. Now we're good. Oh, another orange parallel. Sweet. Is that orange or red? Man, am I cut? This light. This one might be red. It's not numbered, so I wouldn't think. Either way. Last pack. Let's see what we get. This is kind of fun. If you've made it this far, appreciate it. As always, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll be opening more packs soon. Ooh, okay, SGA. Loving that card. And a silver rookie. And the last pack. All right. So, like I said before, thanks again. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Keep all your fingers on the 4th. Drink responsibly. All that stuff. Wear your seatbelts.